Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are seeing this video. I want to just say a short story about myself, just a very short story about myself.
Welcome to Rosemary Okeke TV.
How does it feel being the only child of your parents? Not only the only child, but the only female child from your parents. In the family of where we have a stepmother, when a stepmother is involved. And when a stepmother is involved, that stepmother will actually come. Any woman will not come to a family that she will not like to give birth to her own child. Not only to give birth to her own child, she would like to take care of her own children. Understand? Not only woman will like to carry the child of her first wife along. Not every woman will do that. Well, some do it though, but not every woman will do that. So at that process, you have to hustle, just like a form of you have to cater for yourself. So whereby your father will try to make peace reign, as in make peace reign.
Welcome to Rosemary Okeke TV.
He like to carry you and give a hand over to another family for you to stay with them. You understand? You be living from this family to another family, from this family to another family, till you are big. Maybe you are old enough to say, no, I am not living again. I have to take care of myself. I'm old enough to take care of myself. So the thing has been very difficult and very hard, most especially as a female child. If it's a male, you say a man can do any menial job to take care of himself, but to be a female child is very, very difficult. So the thing has been very hard for me, especially. So, but I have to do the one I can do, and also where no aunt and uncle help. They only take care of their own family. They don't care about their siblings' children. You understand? They only take care of only their own family. They don't care about.
Welcome to Rosemary Okeke TV.
My daddy, their brother, they don't care about my daddy's children. You understand? And my daddy's child. Anyone that I say. So I hope you understand. So whereby you cater everything, you do everything by yourself. And when they now notice that money, maybe God have blessed you a little, where you are hustling, small money is entering your hand, that time they will not start be praising you. Okada, Nukwada. Maybe you try to give them small money, Okada, but that time when the money is not entering, they do not see you as a human being. They do not even know whether you are existing at all. Nobody care about. Nobody even know whether you are. How do you survive? How do you cater for yourself? How do you feed? How do you take care of house rent and so forth? Nobody cares about it. So it will be very difficult for me, honestly. But it's just only God. I could remember some years ago, my friend was like telling me, Jen, if I'm in your shoe, I will just get married. I will not say, get married will be a worst idea for me, because men, they have many ways to wear a woman down. Once they notice that you have no any opportunity than to get married, and nobody is there for you nobody is there for you if anything happens to your family to come and settle or give you a word of advice. You have to as in it will be a worst mistake of your life. So I don't want from frying pan to fire. No, I don't want that. It's better for me to remain single till my appointed time, until the time that God says you are ready for marriage and this is your man. So I was telling her that is not the option. Getting married is not an option. So I have to calm down know where I belong and also cater for myself first. Because you have to cater for yourself, because it's not easy. That's why I said at my last video, I said that any female child, not only female, any child that is born into a family whereby the parents, the both parents is at peace and also is taking care of them, and aunties and uncle is taking care of them, my dear, you don't know what God have done to you. You don't know what God have done to you. Even if you are in school, train you in school to any level of your choice. Cater for your needs, cater for your feeding, cater for everything you want or everything that you desired. You don't know what God have done for you. I know most of us, people that are in my shoe, will understand what I mean by that. Because you have to cater for everything. There is a time you wake up. I could remember my those days. I used to, let me just skip that story for another day. But I just want to say that this is just a short story about myself, and I will still believe that anytime I have the opportunity, I'll tell you the full story about who I am, because life of a female child that is born into a family whereby she's the only one that is a child in that family before the stepmother comes in, so it's not easy. I don't have to blame anybody. I don't have to blame my father. I don't have to blame my stepmother. I don't have to blame my mother. You understand? But at the same time, I have to blame both of them. Understand? So, if you love my video, do well to share, subscribe and like to my YouTube channel. I still remain your number one, Rosemary Okeke.